Right now at 6, area parks and roads are closing as the Mississippi River and other waterways are creeping up shorelines. We have the latest on the flooding. And Minnesota may become the next state to legalize recreational cannabis. Wisconsin lawmakers are also working on their own plans to introduce later this year.
Watching WKBT La Crosse. This is News 8 Now at 6.
Good evening, everyone, and thanks for joining us for News 8 Now at 6. I'm Ken Kozarowski. Floodwaters continue to rise along the Mississippi shores. This here is a look at La Crosse's Riverside Park. As you can see, the water has reached well over the main levee and is creeping up onto grassy areas of the park. The city does have the park closed. On the other side of the river, Pettibone Park is flooded and closed. Other closures include Copeland Park and the Riverside International Friendship Gardens. A few trails in La Crosse are also closed because of high waters. Those include Cottonwood and Grand Crossing Marsh trails, as well as Green Island and Hooska Park trails. Roads around some parks are also closed off. Now, we have a list of closures on news8000.com. Area communities are preparing for higher waters. The town of Campbell is asking for volunteers to help fill sandbags to protect their homes and businesses. If you can help, meet at the town office on Bainbridge Street at any time between 8 and 3. The town is asking volunteers to bring their own pair of gloves and an extra shovel. City officials in Prairie du Chien say Ferrial Island is closed to all traffic. North Main Street also closed from Frederick Street to West Washington Street. The city is also asking homeowners who are getting floodwaters in their basement to cover their floor drains with sandbags to prevent floodwaters from going into the sanitary sewer system. The city also says there are filled sandbags at the corner of East Washington Street and North Ohio Street. The city and Crawford County are looking for volunteers to place sandbags. A public information meeting will happen tomorrow at 1:30 p.m. at the community room in City Hall. We will be posting more information about contacting officials on our website, news8000.com. But the name of the game today is flood preparation, Eric.
Right, and the bad news with this is we still have rain in that forecast for at least the next 6 out of the 8 days. Good evening, everybody. Take a look here at the river flood outlook over the next at least 5 days, and we'll go ahead and zoom in on the Mississippi River. You can see pretty much just everybody is in that orange shading where significant river flooding is likely. Just north of the Coulee region into Minnesota, you can see that red shading. That's where flooding is currently occurring or is imminent. So again, this is something we'll be keeping an eye on over the next several days. Now, in terms of the advisory, you've seen this map every day and you're going to continue to see it. Everybody along the Mississippi is still under a flood warning until further notice. Portions of Jackson County is under a flood warning. Portions of Juneau County is under a flood warning. Even portions of Pepin County is under a flood warning at this hour. So again, something you'll be seeing for the next several days. And unfortunately, as mentioned, the rain chances are still in the forecast for the next several days. As we go into next week, we'll see scattered showers as well. But outside right now, we're seeing temperatures in the 40s and 50s, 48 in La Crosse, 50 in Viroqua, the Double Nickels, 55 in Sparta, 10 cooler in Eau Claire. Ladysmith, good evening to you guys. You are at 41 degrees. Now, coming up in the first one forecast, Ken, we're going to talk more about those rain chances that's in the forecast and the flooding concerns. We'll go over all those numbers that we've been talking about the past few days in just a few minutes.
Sounds like a plan. Yep. Thanks, Eric.
You bet.
All right, back on the news side of things this evening, Minnesota may become the next state to legalize recreational cannabis if an upcoming vote succeeds. Today, Minnesota lawmaker Zach Stevenson announced there will be a vote on a bill he authored that would legalize cannabis, commonly known as marijuana, for recreational use by adults. The bill would also create an Office of Cannabis Management, create licensing rules, and put a sales tax on products. Minnesota's governor also tweeting today that he is ready to sign recreational cannabis legislation into law, as well as expunge cannabis convictions in the state. If passed, Minnesota would become the 22nd state to legalize cannabis. And in Wisconsin, a Republican leader says he has been building support for medical cannabis legislation. Assembly Speaker Robin Vos told the Associated Press he has been working privately on a medical cannabis program he thinks could get bipartisan support. Vos says he's still opposed to legalizing recreational cannabis and doesn't want to create something that could lead to full legalization. Governor Tony Evers proposed full legalization in his recent state budget proposal, but the GOP-led legislature promised to remove it. Speaker Vos says he hopes to introduce his plan this fall. Now, according to a poll by Marquette University Law School last October, 64% of Wisconsinites support legalizing marijuana for any use. A white lawyer has been convicted of a misdemeanor for spitting on a black high school student at a 2020 anti-racism march in a Milwaukee suburb. The lawyer, Stephanie Rapkin, went to the protest and parked her car to block the march. When protesters asked her to move her car, Rapkin spit on then 17-year-old Eric Lucas, who helped lead and organize the march. Rapkin said she spit toward Lucas, not at him, and that she did so in self-defense. Rapkin's sentencing hearing is in May. She faces up to 90 days in jail and a fine of up to $1,000. After 16 years on the La Crosse County Circuit Court, Judge Todd Bjerke is deciding to retire this summer. Bjerke's last day on the bench will be July 31st. The 65-year-old says it's a hard decision to make, but one that he and his wife have been taking for a long time over. Now, Bjerke's career in law spans more than 3 decades. After serving in the Marines, Bjerke worked with Scott Horn in the DA's office from 1989 to 2007. Bjerke then won 3 elections for Circuit Court in 2007, 2013, and 2019. He says he's seen the court system really work toward greater mental health awareness over that time.
There's a lot of movement now to try to keep people with mental health issues out of the criminal court at least, and get them into other things to get them back on track. So that's the biggest area I think I've seen change over the years.
Now, Bjerke, of course, presided over high-profile cases like the Kent Hammer homicide case in 2016. In addition to the county court that he's perhaps most proud of is getting a veterans court off the ground in the late 2000s. He knows from his years in the military that too often servicemen and women keep their mental health to themselves.
Too big a stigma for them, but when they get out, they still don't want to get help. They're resistant to the VA, they're resistant to efforts from our mentors or anyone else to get to them, so it's a real lot of work to try to get those people engaged. But once they do and we work with them, it's tremendous to see the change that they can make in themselves.
Now, he may be retiring from the bench, but Bjerke will be staying busy. He's a part of several organizations dedicated to mental health awareness, including being the president of the local chapter of the National Alliance on Mental Illness. In response to negative feedback surrounding the La Crosse School District's November referendum, the district has created its first ever community-led Facility Advisory Committee. News 8 Now's Anna Fisher is live from the Hogan Administrative Center, where the committee's first meeting just got underway. Good evening, Anna.
Good evening, Ken. After the November referendum failed to pass, the district created its first ever community-led Facility Advisory Committee. Right now, that committee is having its very first meeting inside these doors. Hoping to bring new perspectives to the table, this group consists of 25 to 30 community members. While the district has yet to release a list of names, we do know that participants include parents, booster club members, seniors, business owners, staff, legislators, the La Crosse Public Education Foundation, and more. And you can join me for a full report of that meeting tonight at 10. But until then, I'm Anna Fisher reporting in La Crosse, News 8 Now.
All right, Anna, thanks very much. And again, the public is welcome to attend meetings and provide written comments. If you can't attend, Superintendent Engel tells us the meetings will be recorded and posted to the district's website. Sustainability is a key focus for Mayo Clinic Health System's new hospital in La Crosse. Representatives from Mayo say that in 10 years, the new hospital will reduce greenhouse gas emissions by 50% and overall energy use by 20%. Now, this change in energy use is thanks in part to geothermal energy, and it will be the first of all Mayo Clinic's hospitals to use this source.
You as a patient or a visitor are not going to see a difference, but our energy use will be way lower. We're challenging ourselves with these new systems, like trying to take geothermal, which you might be seeing in your homes or other businesses, and bringing them into healthcare.
If construction stays on schedule, the hospital will open fall of 2024. Still ahead, one of La Crosse's largest fundraisers is opening up registration. Details on the 17th annual Steppin' Out in Pink coming up after the break. Plus, a La Crosse area dealership continues to support an area nonprofit with a $40,000 donation.
Cooley Carpet is here to help you with the spring cleaning sales event.
Save 20% on Perfect Pet carpet styles, and they'll move the furniture for free. Select vinyl plank and hardwood are on sale.
And all estimates are free during the spring cleaning sales event at Cooley Carpet Center. It's spring, and Slumberland Furniture is celebrating with 20% off our low prices on gorgeous new furniture, home decor, and mattresses. Plus extra discounts on sofas, bar stools, accessories, and Slumbercrest mattresses. Right now, get this Ashley sofa for just $3.99 in your choice of 2 colors. Incredible! Did you know Slumberland has the lowest prices on Ashley product? And get an extra 20% off mattresses too.
Are record high energy and water costs putting a squeeze on your fixed or limited incomes? With inflation rising at record levels and incomes not keeping pace, you might be one of tens of thousands of Wisconsin residents who are struggling to survive. While you may not ask for it, the Keep Wisconsin Warm Cool Fund and your local energy assistance providers are here to help. No Wisconsin resident should ever have to be without heat, water, or power. For a hand up, apply today and call 1-800-506-5596. That's 800-506-5596. Or visit www.heat.help.
Cooley Carpet is here to help you with the spring cleaning sales event.
Save 20% on Perfect Pet carpet styles, and they'll move the furniture for free. Select vinyl plank and hardwood are on sale.
And all estimates are free during the spring cleaning sales event at Cooley Carpet Center.
You can sign up for a La Crosse and Gunderson Health System tradition starting next week. Early bird registration for Steppin' Out in Pink officially opens on Monday. This is the 17th year for Gunderson's walk to benefit breast cancer research. The Gunderson team says after having to cancel last year's event due to the weather, they're more excited than ever to showcase the new route using Riverside Park. One program coordinator says the money raised from this event represents a huge slice of their foundation's research funds.
All of the proceeds from Steppin' Out in Pink go directly to breast cancer research, patient support programs right here at Gunderson. I mean, it makes a real impact right here in our community.
Walkers starting Monday can register online at steppinoutinpink.org. They say that's the easiest way to register. You can also do it by phone. We'll have that information. Now, early bird cost is $20. Then after June 29th, that cost will go up to $25. Gunderson says their Riverside Park setup will feature an expanded vendors market and live music. And this year's Steppin' Out in Pink is set for September 9th. Dahl Automotive continued decades of community support today. It presented a $40,000 check to folks at the La Crosse area YMCA thanks to fundraising efforts during the Subaru Share the Love event. According to Dahl Automotive's president, with every Subaru they sold during the holidays, both Subaru of America and Dahl Subaru donated funds to the Y. The Dahl family has helped the Y for decades, and one employee at the Y says a lot of programs wouldn't be possible without that continued support.
This support means everything to us. We can't operate all of the programs that we do without the help of the Dahl family, and so we're very, very grateful.
Dahl's donation will support multiple programs at the YMCA, like its flexible spending program and childcare. After the break, a delayed opening. We now know when Five Guys is planning to open its doors in Onalaska.
And in the world of weather, we have a clean sweep across the Cooley region as of now, but rain chances are in the forecast. Again, we'll talk about that in the First Warn forecast on the other side of the break. Stay with us.
Give any room a fresh look with the beauty of Mohawk Tile. Mohawk features more than 350 ceramic, porcelain, and mosaic glass tiles to fit any decor. Pick up 12 by 12 ceramic tiles for only 89 cents each after rebate. Complete your tiling job with professional installation products from TAC. Menards stocks a full line of mortar, grout, and floor preparation products. Get a 50-pound bag of thin set mortar for only $9.99 after 11% rebate.
Save big money at Menards.
La Crosse Fireplace Company is excited to announce our new Morso wood stoves from Denmark. Morso wood-burning stoves are high-quality cast-iron stoves. They retain heat longer and distribute heat better than steel. Their timeless, clean lines fit any style from classic to modern. Each Morso stove surpasses the strictest clean air standards and provides environmentally friendly warmth. We invite you to see them for yourself, La Crosse Fireplace Company, because your place is by the fire.
In every corner of Wisconsin, you'll find Wisconsin lottery winners. Some live in the city, others out in the country. Some play in their lucky socks, Others wear their favorite hat. But one thing's for sure. Last year, tens of thousands of players won across the state. In fact, Wisconsin Lottery awards over $1.5 million in prizes every day. That's a lot of winners you'll find in Wisconsin.
Every piece of land has a story written by those who work it. Like the Caggianos, who are brewing their own legacy. Or the Upshaws, who DIY all the time. While the Nelsons play lead in their own adventure, 150 years in the making. There's a story in every piece of land. Run with us and start telling yours.
Talk to the John Deere experts at Tractor Central to find out which equipment is just right for your property. Start now at TractorCentral.com.
Hit the ground running in the most adventurous Honda vehicles yet. Like the Pilot and Passport Trail Sport, or the Ridgeline, made more rugged with better off-road performance, and more capable with different driving modes available to conquer snow, mud, and sand. Adventure on in the Honda for you. Buy online, reserve from select dealers, or visit your local Honda dealer today.
The news continues on News 8 Now. Expect more.
Fans of a popular burger chain are waiting just a little bit longer for a grand opening. Five Guys Burgers and Fries announced they will open doors next Monday in Onalaska. They were supposed to open this week, but said staffing issues held them back. So the fast food spot will be open from 11 a.m. to 10 at night every single day. I'm sure, Eric, you've had at least one in your life,
Oh,
right?
most definitely.
I think I was like 18 when I first got my first dose of Five Guys. And one thing I'll always appreciate, they give you the bag of food with everything that you ordered.
Right.
And then before they give it to you, Eric, what do? They put
a boatload of fries in
They
there.
put another boatload of fries in there.
It's like
It's
you order,
crazy.
It's like you order a large fry, then you got 5 more scoops in there. So you've got.
It's like they're trying to make the bag overflow with
Exactly. You know what? It's great.
It is.
You know,
All right.
we may have to go.
Yeah, I think so. Let's book it.
Well, and I tell you what, with that being said, if you do have plans to go to Five Guys on Monday, definitely eat indoors because rain chances are still in the forecast. Now I'm craving a double hamburger. Thank you. Take a look here at the flood levels. In all seriousness, the Mississippi River, Winona, you're sitting at 16.92 feet. You're projected to crest at 18.7 feet on Wednesday. Trempealeau, 649.79 is your current stage. You're going to 651. La Crosse, we're sitting at 14.38. Major flood levels, 15.5. We're projected to go to 15.9 on Monday. And then over towards the Lynxville area, 625, 0.57. We're going to go to 630.5 by Wednesday. And I showed this yesterday. I'm going to show it again just to kind of give you a perspective as to where we are. Current stage right now is 14.38 feet. Major flood stage is 15.5. We're going to go to about 15.9. If that's the case, that'll put us in the in the top 3 out of the top 10 in terms of flooding on record. The biggest flood, of course, was 1965, set back in 1965 at 17.89 feet. So this is something that we've got to keep an eye on over the next several days. And of course, I showed this earlier, that flood outlook over the next 5 days along the Mississippi, not just here, but if you go north or south, everybody along the Mississippi is seeing some major flooding. So the bottom line as we go into the next several hours, that rain chance is going to continue in the forecast. Major flooding, obviously that's expected. And if you do see water over the roadways, turn around, don't drown. Just turn around and find another alternate to get to your destination. Now, in terms of precipitation, right now on the radar scan, we have a clean sweep across the area, but you go across the eastern portion of the state, we have a different story, and I want to draw your attention over towards the Milwaukee, Chicago area where we have severe thunderstorm warnings in effect. Again, we don't need the rain across the area, but they're seeing some crazy weather. Not just that, but take a look here at the advisories. They do have a tornado watch in effect across the southeastern portion of the state going into Chicago. This expires at 8 o'clock Central Time. So let's go ahead and bring it closer to home. We'll talk about the timing in terms of rain for tomorrow. We'll start the day off with mostly sunny skies. Temperatures will go into the 40s. The rain chances will pick up as we go into the afternoon and early evening hours. Outside right now, Eau Claire, you're sitting at 45 degrees. La Crosse is at 48. Let's check La Crosse first. We're at 48 degrees. It feels like 42 with winds out of the west-southwest at 16 miles per hour. Eau Claire, you're at 45 degrees right now. It is raining over there. It feels like 40 with winds out of the southwest at 10 miles per hour. So here's the setup. That low pressure we were talking about yesterday is slowly riding through the Coulee region. We have a warm front associated with it and a cool front. And look at what happens behind the cool front. We see temperatures in the 30s and 40s, and this is kind of the precursor as to what's expected as we go into the weekend. We'll see upper 40s to low 50s for your Friday, mid 40s for Saturday going into Sunday. So the details of the first one forecast for tonight: decreasing clouds, increasing wind. Overnight lows will be in the mid 30s with winds out of the west at 10 to 20 miles per hour, gusting as high as 30 miles per hour. We'll see a temperature of 45 by 10 a.m., keeping the precip chance of the forecast. Throughout the afternoon and early evening hours, temperatures will be in the upper 40s. We'll go to 42 by the 8 o'clock hour. That takes us into the next 8 days. There's that mid 40 I was talking about for Saturday. Chance of a wintry mix not out of the question in the overnight hours Friday going into Saturday. Sunday, 47 degrees. We'll do 10 warmer by Wednesday, 59 Thursday, 61 by Friday. But again, unfortunately, rain chances, they're in the forecast.
All right, Eric Dean, thanks very much,
bet.
buddy. Coming up next in sports, the Twins wrapping up their series in Boston this afternoon, plus two MVC rivals going head-to-head for the second straight day, Aquinas and Central on the diamond. Rob's got it next.
Spring is a great time to plan your next home improvement project. Call now for a free estimate on windows, doors, siding, sunrooms, decks, baths, kitchens, or flooring.
Welcome to Wesco. Welcome to huge selection and savings. Buy anything in the store at our Wesco price and get the second item half off. That's right, buy one, get the second for half price with free white glove delivery and setup this month only at Wesco in Sparta.
What you see is important. That makes quality eye care important too. Get personalized care from experienced optometrists at Shopko Optical. Better eye care. You'll see. Shopko Optical welcomes more insurance plans than ever. Call to book an exam and verify coverage.
There are so many things we take for granted. So many things. And along with them, sometimes we take the people who depend on them for their survival for granted too. The elderly, disabled, the veterans, people on limited and fixed incomes, or folks that lost jobs in sectors hardest hit during the pandemic. How can they survive with record increases in their basic cost of living? Some people just can't come back. And through no fault of their own, they're being left behind, struggling to keep their heat, water, and power on. If you or someone you know needs a hand up, our heat, water, and power providers are working together to keep you safely in your home. You may not ask for it, but we're here to help.
What you see is important. That makes quality eye care important too. Get personalized care from experienced optometrists at Shopko Optical. Better eye care. You'll see. Schedule your comprehensive eye exam at shopko.com or bring in your outside prescription.
Welcome to Wesco. Welcome to huge selection and savings. Buy anything in the store at our Wesco price and get the second item half off. That's right, buy one, get the second for half price with free white glove delivery and setup this month only at Wesco in Sparta.
Covering all of the exciting action from your community, here's News 8 Now Sports.
It's wet, it's chilly, it doesn't feel like summer the way it did last week, but baseball players, they're tough. They can play through anything, and these two MVC rivals were back at it on the diamond, going head-to-head for the second straight day. Blue Golds won on their home field Wednesday. Riverhawks hosting Aquinas today at Copeland. Check out this play from Tyler Young. Aquinas trying to bunt the runner in from third. Young snags it, then fires it to third for the double play. Central gets out of a jam in the second. Then with the same idea, Riverhawks bottom of the inning, runners on the corners with 2 outs, but the Blue Golds keep this one scoreless until the third. Aquinas breaks through thanks to Kyle White's base hit into right field. Jacob Thornton's going to come in to score. Blue Golds get on the board. It's 1-0, but they weren't done. Still in the third, Eddie Peters at the dish. He lines one down the left field line. That's going to be trouble. Cole Keppel is going to cross the plate to make it 2-0 Aquinas, and Peters doing it all. Check out this play at short. He gets to it in the hole, fires a strike over to first base for the out. Impressive play by the junior. It was 2-0 Aquinas in the fourth. We'll have a final later on tonight. Twins trying to make it 2 out of 3 over Boston, but the Red Sox come out swinging. First inning, Alex Verdugo hits one high and deep to right, just a bit more fair than his game winner a couple nights ago. It's 1-0 Boston. In the third, the onslaught continues. 3-0 now until Connor Wong goes back up the box for a base hit. 2 more runs are going to come in to make it 5-0 Sox, and they were not done. Still in the third, Jarren Duran at the dish. He crushes this one to dead center. Stays in the park, but 2 more runners are going to cross the plate. Twins fall in the series finale, 11-5, the final from Boston. Minnesota is back at home tomorrow to take on the Nationals. On the hardwood, the Bucks got a big-time win last night despite not having their former 2-time MVP in the lineup. Milwaukee setting a playoff franchise record for most first-half points, 81 for the Bucks as they roll in Game 2, even up that series at a game apiece. As for the T-Wolves, Minnesota erasing a 21-point deficit late last night in Denver. T-Wolves would grab the lead, but it's the Nuggets surviving at home to take a 2-0 series lead in that best of 7. Wolves are back home tomorrow night for Game 3. Bucks will have to wait until Saturday, which is probably good for Giannis. 1 extra day to get that back right. I know
For sure.
lower back contusion hurts a little bit.
Absolutely. But hey, if they can share the rock like they did last night, make 23 threes, something like that.
They're so deep.
Playoff Pat, 6 of 10 from downtown.
Right?
It's like
Unbelievable.
Giannis only has to play 20 minutes at that rate.
I know, and then and the defense too. I mean, Brooke and Drew, they had 3 guys in the top 8. Best defensive player of the year. So.
Absolutely. That's why they're a top seed.
Yep.
All right, Rob, thanks very much.
You got it.
We will be right back after this.
No one gives you more choices than Doll Auto. We have the best selection in the region with over 400 new vehicles from 9 different brands. Schedule a VIP appointment or buy online at dollauto.com.
A Stressless is your place, a place to relax, a place to unwind, and it's on sale now at Drury's in Fountain, Minnesota. Right now, you'll save $400 on all classic power recliners, signature base recliners and ottomans, and cross base recliners and ottomans. Plus, receive $400 off most sofas and love seats. Imagine how much you can save building your dream sectional. Stressless, the most comfortable seating in the world, on sale now at Drury's in Fountain, Minnesota. Voted your favorite furniture store.
Our phones keep us constantly connected.
Please switch to airplane mode.
But what if they had a mode to help us actually connect? Introducing Us Mode, a mode that makes our phones less distracting, so we can focus on quality time. So the notifications we get are the ones that matter. So we're never distracted from what's most important. Visit US Cellular in-store or online to set up Us Mode for free, even if you're not a customer. US Cellular, built for us.
The new cars are rolling in at Doll Auto with over 400 vehicles available. While other dealers have brochures, we have the newest models on the show floor with all the latest technology and safety features. Experience them for yourself at Doll Auto.
Next several days keeps the rain chances in the forecast. Monday through Thursday next week. I want to throw a disclaimer out there. Not everybody will see the rain, but if you do get it, it may be a brief downpour. I think the majority of us will stay probably mostly cloudy.
All right, Eric, thanks very much. And thanks for joining us tonight at 6.